exist.
Hello. Welcome to the universe.
With the little dice on top.
Girl. What happened?
I don't know.
We didn't get the joke.
Nope.
It was on mute for us. We didn't
We
hear.
didn't hear you say
No,
heck.
we didn't hear. You were on mute for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, they said you were
Okay.
muted too. Oh.
Everything keeps muting on me tonight. This is going to be a horrible start to the episode.
Oh,
Hopefully
no.
this doesn't happen to us again. But
tracks only.
we'll press on. We'll press on.
The
Press
players
on.
live, the DM dies.
Yeah, really. What a
one
twist!
more person.
Come on,
Ollie, get
that's
your
an
whistle
amazing
ready.
twist. The DM dies. A TPD.
Yeah.
I think it's there. I think they're saying, is your audio out again?
No, it's fine now. I can see it. It's
Okay,
all
okay,
bouncing
okay.
around again.
Okay.
They can keep on. And yep.
Okay.
So with finishing off all the shenanigans, let's just get a quick round of applause for our very own multi-talented. God, she can just about do anything, and I might be biased because I'm so proud of my girl,
Oh, no.
Alara, aka Raina, for putting together that intro. Round of applause, guys.
Woo!
God damn. Well done.
Also, art by Six of Spades, clearly. Obviously.
Oh, and Art
This
by
is your
Six of
moment.
Spades, our very own Lucy.
Yeah.
He drew DM Dave really well.
I know,
Yes,
he's
he did.
amazing, right?
Like,
He's
uncanny.
so lifelike.
That took
Amazing.
me out.
All right, without further ado, let's get to the reason why we came here in the first place. And so, when we last left our heroes, our story began with a newly formed group of friends having defied all odds, defeating a cult and their maniacal leader before escaping a captive island with the assistance of a pirate captain. The motley crew had finally arrived in the city of Trelis, eager to take in all of its sights and its smells. However, as they took a large whiff in, they found the air to reek of corruption and greed. Merchant barons unfairly ruling on high, city guards more interested in personal gain than law, and a nefarious information broker that calls himself Uncle Darius. But, like around most manure, a few beautiful flowers did grow. A friendly musical hippie druid named Sandborn, a caring and wise Aarakocra named Birdie, but most importantly, a new travel companion, the feisty and ever-fashionable Lucille Vandal III. Our heroes have had many adventures over their course of time in Trelis, meeting more wonderful people, the likes of the dwarven alemaster Bobicus, a magical artist named Vixen, and an ogre with a relatively entrepreneurial spirit named Shanks, and so many more. Hell, they even walked around with a baby dragon that they thought was human for a while after they pulled it out of the side of a cave and it smashed in front of a giant crystal. But hey, no one's judging here. But it hasn't been all fun and games. A darkness has loomed overhead. The murder of a merchant baron's son, only to be revealed later that his father was the culprit. Caught up in a rebel faction fighting against the city temple known as Solis, only to discover that Darius, or as we now know, the treacherous villain known as the Lion Savior, has been pulling the strings the entire time. Our heroes have fought long and hard, and we did lose a friend along the way. But he now rests in the night skies. And that's okay, because now we have Shade, and he's like super cool with two badass swords and can make copies of himself, and, well, I'll let you guys see for yourselves. And now we stand on the precipice of the final conflict. Blood has already been shed, a party member fallen, the weapons of the mortal champions at stake. The Battle of Trelis is about to commence, and the entire Cantrip universe watches onward. And so, our story continues. As the party bursts through the back door of the Lionhead Manor, you are all surprised to see that there doesn't seem to be any guards in sight, just a few servants that seem to scatter and flee upon your entrance. Instinctually, Quinn reaches for a dagger and throws it towards one of the fleeing servants. It slightly cuts his cheek but pins his robes to the back wall. Quinn demands, "Where are your cellars?" She moves towards the servant. He looks petrified as he begins to point to a staircase at the other end of the large room. Letting him go, you all dash towards the stairs, and as you hit the ground floor, you are met with a long corridor of doors. Quinn lets out a long sigh of frustration as she goes to reach for the first door handle, but is stopped when a scream is heard piercing through the air, someone shouting the name Eli. Without thought or hesitation, you all rush to the door that the scream rings out from. Pavo leading the charge with Quinn and the rest in tow. Pavo immediately drops down into a fighting stance, harnessing all of his chi at once, and with both hands hammers down on the door, shattering it into tiny pieces, some only the size of toothpicks. As you all run into the doorway, you watch as Quinn with lightning speed throws another dagger into the room. Directly across the room now, all of you but one see the Black Knight standing up with the dagger now stuck between two armor plates. However, it's Ollie who catches another sight. Ollie, immediately your mind reels back to a devastatingly recent event. The image of Alcor lying in a pool of his own blood scorches across your mind, but this time it is of your halfling companion. Your heart of gold sinks like raw ore as the first companion you'd met, and some would guess your first real friend Eli, collapses to the floor. You have but a single action. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna shout out some healing words in like a bellow, just a panic.
As you scream out these words, you feel there's something in the air, there's something stopping you.
What?
Is there anything else you would like to do or attempt to do?
Can I like, is this a battle? Can I do another action? Or can I run up and use Spare the Dying on him?
You know, my friend, I was hoping you were going to say something like that.
Oh no. It's a trap. It's a trap.
What is happening?
We're all dead.
It's all been a dream.
Ollie rushes towards the side of his friend, his hands already a golden glow. He drops to Eli's side and begins to push the magic in, but they won't go in. Looking at your hands, the gold turns green. A shockwave of energy throws Ollie back against the wall as green electrical energies begin to crackle wildly in the air. The energies now converging over top of Eli, raising him back to his feet, shattering the shackles that are binding him. His eyes snap open once more, and for anyone who's ever wondered why some people call halflings wild, one look at Eli's face and all of your questions have been answered. He slowly raises his hand up to his chest and pulls the dagger outward. Thrusting out his other open hand, you watch as he closes his eyes and focuses as the dagger begins to flicker in and out of existence. Eli, as you struggle, you hear a voice come over in your mind. You really believe you have the power to overcome me, boy?
Eli will hesitate for a second, and then he's gonna say, so this is Solis, right, in my brain?
Yep.
He will say, Solis, by the time me and my friends are finished with you, you're gonna know what it feels like to be humble. You're gonna know what it feels like to doubt, to be afraid, to regret, and then we're gonna watch you die.
And with that, Eli's eyes burst open once more as suddenly he vanishes from sight.
What?
Made him mad.
Pavel barely has time to react as he watches his friend crouch down in the center of the room, vividly bursting towards the individual in front of him. he suddenly finds a slash across the bald woman's arm as the unseen assailant now bouncing around the room, unable to be found. He looks down towards the bleeding woman who is now scattered across the floor as Eli suddenly apparates directly behind her and grabs her by her head, pulling the head back and dragging his blade across the neck.
Yeah, he does.
You watch as the blood of your enemy drips from Eli's blades, the green lightning now crackling in his eyes. All goes quiet for but a moment before the crackling energies begin to circle once more around Eli's chest. It begins to brand his chest with a very familiar sigil to you all. And with that, you bear witness to the birth of Death's newest mortal champion, Eli the Viper Assassin.
Viper.
Shit. Oh, damn.
Eli, if you'll do one last thing for me, please.
Yeah.
I would like you to go ahead and remove Ashanti's chiseled daggers from your inventory for me. And
Yeah, you don't need
replace
them no more.
And replace them with the now awakened blades known as Eli's deadly fangs.
Ooh. No problem. Will do.
Damn.
And to the rest of you, I would like you to do one thing for me. I would like you to strap in, kiss your loved ones goodbye, and roll me some initiative because we're boss battling tonight, baby. Let's go.
You're in rare form.
Anyone else scared?
Yeah.
Horrified.
I don't know.
Fighting Eli?
Horrified.
I'm pumped and
Yeah.
I'm
After that
nervous all at
roll?
the same
Do
time.
I know who to kill
I'm a little
still?
nervous.
I
Black
left
Knight's
you guys
gone.
alone.
The Black
Does
Knight's
Ollie
gone.
know whether or not that was him that caused any of that?
Yeah, do we
Always
know?
like, I'm so amazing.
Roll me some initiatives, please.
10.
Oh, wow.
And
10.
if chat could do something for me,
Uh-oh.
I would like you all to make sure that your monitors are now on full screen. I would like you all to turn your volumes up as much as possible because, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Let's go! All right, initiative orders, that's what I need. Starting at the very top, Alara, what you got for me?
23, bitch.
Ooh, wow. Pavo,
Everyone's getting saucy there.
21.
Tricks,
22.
Ollie.
Tricks
21.
can't handle it.
All these mad, crazy high initiatives tonight, guys. Jeez, Eli.
Epic night. I rolled a natural
10.
20.
10?
Dude, you
Eli
inspired
the
our
Viper
dice.
Schmoombles. 10.
All right. Lucy.
5.
Okay. And Shade.
I rolled a 16, but I don't have access to D&D Beyond, so I have no idea.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What happened?
I don't know. I cannot reach D&D Beyond. I've tried
Okay.
it.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Okay,
here, I'll open it for you.
Hopefully you've memorized all your statistics.
Of course, I know exactly
God.
what I can do. I have no idea.
Oh, you know
We're
what? I
dead.
can't get into it either.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's new too. I'm in it.
I'm in
That-
mine.
I'm in it too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm in it.
Oh boy.
I'm in it to win
Oh
it.
no.
Although
Yeah,
I grabbed.
I can't get in it. I can't load anything else
No.
new. Like try to
Oh, no.
load a new
Yeah.
page.
I think
I
it
don't want to
crashed.
try now.
Oh, I
Oh,
better
it
get
looks
off
like we
this
can
page.
still roll. Yeah, as long as
Oh,
you have your
no.
sheet open, you're okay.
Well, let's
Made
say
me
it's a
refresh.
16 because that's what I rolled.
Okay. I
Whatever I
got
had, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, hopefully
we're
we can
supposed
get
to
that
do
all
something
solved at some
Roll
point in
tomorrow.
time.
I don't see anything on roll 20 though.
Oh,
Me
yeah, I
either.
gotta put you guys on roll 20. My bad. I'm so
Oh,
excited
boy.
I know the hype was real. My
Yeah, the
God.
energy's
What a
going
time
down
for
like
D&D
sweating
Beyond to
shoes.
crash.
Sweating.
Yeah.
I
Nothing
broke
like
everything.
technical difficulties that bring down that hype.
I know.
So
Yeah,
I,
resetting
I
your
just took
computer.
the dagger
Bringing
from
it way
Solis.
down.
He just took it from him?
You took the
You have
dagger from
one.
Solis.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel good. I thought I was gonna die.
I'm still vibing with that name. Just Eli the Viper.
Yeah.
Eli the
Whoa.
Eli the
Do we
Viper
know she's Eli the
Assassin.
Viper? Did she shout
Yeah.
it out or something?
Do we realize?
You heard a booming name shouted out by the universe.
Viper.
She gonna have like a
I mean, should,
No, I
should,
can't-
should,
I can't
should we
get in
take
here.
the lance from
Shoot.
Pavo and like throw it in his heart or something?
DM, you're
But
muted.
Yeah.
Take your lance and let's just like throw it through your body.
Oh,
See
it
what
went
happens.
to. Why is
Oh,
it
you
doing
want to
the
stab me
intro?
now? Thanks.
It could work. We don't know.
It worked for Eli.
I'm
I think
hoping to
we're
God that my
Dave,
comp
you're muted.
actually holds on for a
Dave, we
little
can't
bit.
hear you.
Yeah, we can't.
You guys can't hear me
Oh,
either?
yeah.
I
What's
think
happening? Dave?
He may have muted himself on purpose.
You know what?
maybe
I
he
was
needs
just
to
so
reset
hyped.
things.
I was just so hyped up. That's what happened. I just broke everything around me.
It was like a green electric shock.
Exactly. That's pretty much what happened.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want to just like everyone who has their sheets open, we know our stats, and then Shade
Oh my
is
God.
guessing?
Are we still at the point
Well,
of where
I
we
sent him a
can't?
stat.
He's
Maybe
old
the
school.
app is working.
block.
Oh yeah, the app. Good call.
Okay.
I just
well,
downloaded it today.
to move the
Oh,
move
you-
things along a little bit.
God.
Sorry about that.
As you stand before your friends, Eli, you suddenly hear a voice call out to the side of you, a familiar voice of Birdie screaming, "Eli, get out of the way!" And as instinctively you snap back into your regular mindset, quickly rolling out of the way as a bolt of fire smashes down on the ground where you were just standing, turning and returning to your friend's side. You now all look off against the Black Knight as he clenches the axe in his hands. A silence emanates through the room for but a moment. And surprisingly enough, it is Alara who first reacts. Alara, what would you like to do?
All right. I am gonna slowly. Oh, I can't move my character, but I will slowly walk around outside of Pavo, and I will look that
You
Dark
can
Knight.
move your character around now, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Here we go. I'll move just about here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. Okay, perfect. And I will say, "Hey, bitch!" I'll stare at that Black Knight. And I'll say, "You took someone dear to me, and for that, I am going to take your life today." And I will cast Hands of Time.
Ooh, we angry today.
Oh.
I think this is
And
our first fight since
with
our
that-
newest level.
I know, I'm so excited. So basically, 2 silvery, ethereal clockwork gears appear in my hands. They're hovering just above my palms, and I make 2 ranged attacks. So the first one is a natural 20.
Yeah.
Let's go! Start it off right, girl. Get it done. Get it
Yes, the power of Alcor. That's right. Okay.
Yes.
So that's a 27 to hit, just in case we need to know. And the second one is a 22 to hit.
Okay, so as you stand directly beside Pavo, thrusting your hands outward, all of a sudden you watch as these ethereal gears, like clockwork gears, suddenly appear over top of Alara's hands. Pulling her hands back, she thrusts the first one out. It splits directly into the chest of the Black Knight as it spins like that of a blade saw. Without hesitation, she throws the second, the other now smashing into the chest as well, spinning, both now turning and twisting, beginning to crumple some of the armor of the Black Knights. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
So ready for this. Oh yeah, okay.
God, I hope we survive.
46 points of damage.
What the hell?
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, leave some for the rest of us.
Is there
all you
anything
want.
else?
And they're dead.
Yeah, really.
I
And that was our
am
boss
just
battle.
gonna
Have a great night,
be-
everyone.
I am just gonna be staring, and you see like Alara's eyes get a little bit darker than they usually are.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
As Alara begins to step forward in right beside Pavo, her hands begin to burst with these arcane energies. Trix, you watch and take cue as you immediately burst into action directly behind her. What would you like to do, Trix?
I would like to use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade.
Ooh,
And then use my Shadow Blade.
Okay, and remind me what that one does?
It creates a magical blade that uses psychic damage.
Okay, fair enough. As the purplish arcane light begins to shoot from your hands, it begins to spill and twirl and twist until it starts to reform into this fiery waving blade. You have now summoned your Shadow Blade. How would you like to attack?
Okay, so I'm sorry, do I just do a regular attack? Is it just d20 plus my proficiency? Because it counts as a proficient weapon. Is that
Okay.
it? Or does it have a hit amount with it? Does anyone know?
It's like your sword, like if you were using a sword.
But sword usually has like an attack amount.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's my
it should be on your sheet, and you can like there's a plus something which is your charisma, I guess, for you.
Oh,
it'd
my
be
goodness.
like it'd be like a regular sword. So if it's a finesse weapon, you can use your dex. If it's not,
Got
you
you,
can use your strength.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I thought. Okay.
You do
your
have to.
proficiency.
You do have to get yourself within range, though, Trix.
Okay,
It-
that's fine. Yep.
can't be thrown.
That's fine. I will move closer. I will move. I cannot move me. But I will move right up in front of them.
Apparently, everything broke of mine when I decided to do this. Okay, fair enough. So as
That's
you,
fine. I can attack from there.
yeah, as you push down, jumping towards the Black Knight with the sword now in hand, you thrust down at him. Go ahead and roll an attack for me, please.
13.
13.
Yes.
Seeing the twirling gear blades just begin to dissipate around the chest of the Black Knight, he notices you just out of the corner of his eye and has just enough time to push the blade of the axe up to the sword. As they connect, he pushes you back slightly. Is there anything else? Oh, well, you did your bonus action, you did your action, and you did your movement.
Yes, that's all.
Oliver, now picking yourself back up, dusting yourself off after getting thrown to the back of the room. What would you like to do, my friend?
I would like to cast my third level spiritual weapon right beside this fella here. And it'll take the form of a hammer, a blacksmithing hammer, obviously.
Okay. Hang on one second. I don't have a hammer icon, so we'll make it this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little froggish hamster or hammer
Alright.
appears directly in front of you.
Oh no, it appears right here.
Here, I'll give you control of it, my friend. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wish it was a hamster. That would be great.
So he's gonna be here, and then I get to do an attack roll. So
Isn't that birdie?
that's a natural 20.
Hey! Boo, 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 boo! Round of applause! Hey!
Hey!
All right.
What are you eating?
Who are you hitting? That's birdie.
No,
That's
I'm,
birdie.
Oh,
no, I'm hitting the blue guy.
Yeah, birdie.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah, no,
blue-
that's birdie. You don't want to hit
Bye,
birdie.
birdie.
Bye.
Oh shoot!
Oh
Who
my
the hell is that
God.
killer?
Why is she facing us?
yeah, I thought the blue guy was the guy too.
No, the black in front of.
As opposed to the Black Knight that's sitting directly on the table across from you guys, like I had just described. Weird.
Well,
So
yeah,
Colors
but I
are
mean,
so hard.
you know.
Colors are confusing.
All right,
Apparently
so I attack the
so.
Black Knight.
Dumb.
the little crab guy's confused. He's over.
So as
he
the
just kinda-
hammer flies over beside the Black Knight, it swings down mid parry against the attack that Trix had just laid on it. Go ahead and roll an attack for me, please.
It was only 8, so 16.
Seeing the hammer begin moving up towards him, but suddenly stopping directly at Birdie for a brief moment, looking but a bit confused. It continues onward towards him, but he now has enough reaction time to see the attack coming as he is able to dodge out of the way. The hammer smashes down on the ground, causing a little bit of a ripple effect. Cracks begin to pop out through the cobblestone. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, my friend?
Yes, for a bonus action, I'd like to attack again with that hammer.
Okay, the hammer, trying again, lifting and raising once again to the skies, slams down on the Black Knight. Go ahead and make another attack roll for me, please.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit, my friend, as the hammer once again tries to clash down with the knight, but he holds up his blade, the axe that you now know as one of the mortal champion's weapons, and he pushes it back. Even your spiritual weapon can be parried by this fiendish foe of yours. Pavu, you are up. What would you like to do, my friend?
Hey, do I have control?
I will find out in just a moment. Apparently not. Everything was reset for me.
Sorry.
God, I love Roll20
Jesus.
sometimes.
Alright, I'm going to use a similar tactic that I used before. With spear in hand, I'm also going to, during my movement, when I get to about right here as I'm flying towards the Black Knight, I am going to use my bonus action to launch one of my darts at him.
Okay. With your wings spread, you leap towards the side of your companion Eli with a few darts seemingly produced out of your kimono, throwing them forward. Go ahead and make an attack for me.
15 plus 8, 23 to hit.
23. The blade easily pierces through the armor of the Black Knight as he staggers back for but a brief moment from the barrage of attacks that seem to be cascading upon him.
13 points of damage.
13 points. As you continue to fly towards the Black Knight, throwing your daggers directly at him, finding your target. What would you like to do for your main action, my friend?
So for my action, I am going to, as I'm landing, come down on him with the spear. I'll land right next to him. And take my 2 attacks on him with the spear.
Pop, pop, let's go.
Plus 9. So that's a 24 for 12 points. And then the second one, it's a 17 plus 9, so that's at 26
Get it.
for 11 points of piercing damage.
As you fly down, you come down with your knees directly first, trying to catch him by the chest. As you make contact with the Black Knight, twirling your spear in the air, you come down twice hard. Bam! Bam! Directly on his helm. It seems to ring his bells a few times, so to speak. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right. As you all watch the Black Knight raising his eyes now. Were you going to say something, Pavo?
Can I use a key point to cause him to do a Constitution saving throw?
Absolutely, you can. That is going to be a 23.
Oh, he's saved.
Okay, fair enough. The Black Knight now reconstituting himself, standing proud and proper as he faces all of you, reaching into a small satchel on his side pocket. He pulls out a ruby red crystal, and as he does, he cracks it in his hand. Opening his hand, you begin to see an ethereal chain begin to appear directly in front of him. He grasps onto the chain. The gold piece now flows outward, becoming visible to you. And as he does, the I hate Roll20
Shakes
today.
his
I
head.
really hate Roll20 today. Really hate Roll20 today. As he does, you watch as a fiery form begins to appear directly off to the side. The golden chain wrapping around the elemental's neck. You see the now exactly same red ruby gem directly in the middle as it begins to pulsate a crimson glow. I'm gonna put this guy here because he kind of is red. Because apparently Roll20 wanted to delete most of my icons. So fantastic. Okay. You all watch as Quinn suddenly drops her guard for a brief moment as you hear a name whispered from her lips. Fuego. It can't be. The elemental now holding onto the corner. The collar now begins to struggle with it.
Flame baby.
It best not be.
What?
It better not be my little flame baby.
As the knight now lifts his axe once more, turning towards Pavo. He swipes down with his first strike.
Oh, Pavo.
Pavo, with your eagle-like abilities, you're able to just dodge out of the way as the attack hits the ground, causing a massive crack in the ground underneath. He picks it up once more and slams down once again in front of you. This time, you're unable to evade out of the way as the axe blows you directly into the chest. You take 10 points of slashing damage, my friend.
Okay. We're okay.
Holy, summon the water elemental. Keeps this guy busy, eh?
I forgot about him.
Oh god.
Metagaming.
Fuck.
The elemental now begins to pull at the collar, but as he does, the gem begins to glow crimson, harder.
Oh,
and
he's
brighter.
enslaved.
His eyes now changing over to the crimson look. The fire elemental rushes towards Alara as he tries to grapple her.
Nope.
You're gonna kill Flame Baby. Guys, we have to kill Flame Baby.
Yep. Sorry.
Technically, we don't know Flame Baby.
I don't know who
Day
Flame
has
Baby
come.
is.
Gray is gonna be heartbroken.
The elemental
okay.
grabs
That guy
onto
was a
your
dick.
two shoulders, and as he does, you feel this burning pain begin to emanate directly across your upper torso. You take 5 points of fire damage, and your dress suddenly bursts into fire, just a tiny bit.
So mean.
Not the dress.
He's so dead.
She's
It's like,
pissed.
I don't care about damage, but my dress.
Didn't it already appear to be on fire or something?
It's sparkly.
It's
Come
sparkly.
on, everything is sparkly.
Shade, as you kind of stand back, watching to the reaction of what Lucy might do, you see his face. He immediately looks like he's about to jump into action. You have a split second before Lucy appears to be able to do something. What would you like to do, Shade?
He's like punching him in the face, so he stops.
Do it.
Don't.
I cannot move my guy.
I know.
Well, I guess I
know.
stay here then.
No, there you go. I fixed it for you. I should have fixed everybody's by now. Hold on.
All right, I'll make my way over here, and I will hit the.
You just want to kill Flame Baby.
I don't know
Always.
Flame Baby. I just
No
see
one
a
knows Flame
mean,
Baby.
bad, flaming elemental.
Yeah, and I'm on fire. Somebody help.
Hells yeah, you are.
Do you know how long it took me to draw that dress? To existence.
So that's a 27 to hit.
With the first swipe of your blade, as its attention seems to be entirely on Alara at this point in time, you easily carve through part of the flame. It wisps around your blade and seems to slightly reform, but not at the construction that it was once. Go ahead and roll damage for me, my friend.
That's 10 damage.
Okay.
I will do my second attack.
Slashing now down with your opposite sword.
That's 25 to hit.
You easily pierce through the fire elemental once again as your blades sink through the embers that blaze from its shoulders.
That's 9 points of damage.
Okay. The elemental wavers for but a brief moment. It begins and turns to its attention towards you. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to hit it again.
Okay.
That's 18 to hit.
Reconstituting yourself, spinning your blades in your side for but a brief moment, you slice down once again with the two swords. The first is easy, once again able to penetrate through the skin of the elemental, so to speak.
That's 7 points of damage. And then I will use Action Surge. And I will make two other attacks at it.
Okay. Like a furious barrage of blades spinning through the air, you begin to eviscerate through the elemental's exterior.
That's a 17 to hit.
Absolutely. Completely connects with the elemental. So you're aware, it's an AC of 15.
It's 13 damage.
Okay.
Man.
And 19, so it hits again. That's another 8 damage.
You continue to slice into this creature over and over and over, and as you do, embers seem to be flying off to the side as almost like droplets of blood that seems to be scattering across the ground all around you. You now see that the glow of the elemental slowly starts to darken. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Shade?
I'm done.
Okay. Eli, seeing your friends burst into battle, you give yourself a little bit of a shake as you stand back up, giving a nod to Birdie and thanks for watching your back while you were in your superhero action pose. What would you like to do, my friend?
So, technical question. The features on the dagger have changed, but Eli would use them the same way, yes? Until, I guess, Ollie's able to assess them?
Well, you are...
Or does he, like, inherently know how the daggers work now?
No, I just gave you a super cool item. Of course I want you to use it now.
Okay. Okay. So, second question. This item feels like too good to be true. So it says I have +2 bonus to attack and damage. Is that in addition to my hit DC and my proficiency bonus?
Yep.
Well, I would not want to be the Black Knight right now. Okay. And one more question, I promise. When I throw it to teleport, and I move to the teleported location, is that considered one action, or is that an action to throw and a bonus action to move?
It is an action to throw and a bonus action to move.
Okay. I am going to... I'm gonna throw the dagger. I think I should be able to move myself. I'm gonna throw the dagger into this corner over here, and I'll move myself to it because it's within range. Do you need me to roll for it?
For the dagger?
Just to
no,
throw
if you're,
it to teleport.
If you're just throwing it, then no.
Okay, so I am going to action, throw, bonus action, teleport. And then I'm gonna, I don't think I can hide because that would be a bonus action. So that takes me to the end.
That's
I
correct.
think. Yeah, okay. That's me
All
for
right.
now.
All right, as Eli suddenly disappears from view, Lucy, you watch as your friends now all scattered around, apparently in the midst of battle. Even Shade, who you're still not 100% sure about, has jumped into the action proper. What would you like to do, my friend?
I'd like to run. I'm just kidding.
God.
But as that fire elemental kind of pops out closer to Lucy, he's gonna say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 slow down!" And I'm gonna cast slow on both the elemental and the Black Knight,
Ooh.
which is a Wisdom saving throw for each.
Okay, well, one of them's horrible at it. The Black Knight rolled a 19, and the Elemental rolled a 4.
Black Knight saves. Elemental is slowed.
All right,
-2 to their AC and all that good stuff. Halved speed.
the Elemental looks in shock for a moment after being eviscerated by these blades. He begins to move, but goes into almost bullet time speed as he begins to slow down immensely. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, my friend?
I'd also like to just slowly back up next to Ollie. Like, slow down, all right. And that'll be it.
All right. Let me just make sure I have this correct. I do. Perfect. So, as all of this transpires, Quinn begins to shout towards Shade. Please, don't hurt the elemental. Go for the collar. I can't explain, but it is a friend. As she rockets over towards the other side of the room, she begins to attempt to undo the shackles that bind Birdie. Ooh, and apparently she's not feeling very good today with a nat 1. She does not successfully help her friend as it seems the adrenaline of the conflict, the years and years of battling with the Black Knight has finally gotten to her a little bit. With that said, Alara, after watching your gear spin a vicious attack against the plate of the Black Arm, or the Black Knight, you now have the elemental in front of you. A bit of your dress just minorly on fire. What would you like to do?
I will, if I can, since it's minorly on fire, take, I don't know, my bonus action to just pat it out. And while I'm patting it out, I'll say to Shade, "You're all right. Thanks for that." And I'll give him a wink. And then I will use my action to cast Chromatic Orb at the 2nd level. I will summon a ball of cold.
A ball of cold.
Ball of cold.
An icy
Perfect.
cold ball, and I will shoot it directly in front of me at the collar on this elemental thing.
Very good. As you take this cold ball, or as some might call a snowball, you thrust it towards the elemental. I believe that's a ranged attack.
It is.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
The ice ball slams against the collar as you watch little bits of icicles seem to form around it. As you do, the gem begins to lessen in brightness by about half. Is there
Okay.
anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
You don't want me to roll any damage for that? Just
Nope.
counts as half? Okay, that sucks. No, I'll just try and make eye contact with the Black Knight guy
Okay.
if I can.
As he's now
Through the
surrounded
flames.
by your companions, completely in battle at this point. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to notice you, my friend. With that said, Trix, hearing Quinn scream out, running over to Birdie, you look over your shoulder for but a moment, turning back to the Black Knight. What would you like to do? Ollie, you're on deck.
Oh,
I think we lost audio.
think you're on
Trix.
mute.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah,
There you go.
we go.
Okay, sorry.
Hear me
Sorry,
now?
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Hear me now?
So I'm gonna use my Shadow Blade to attack again because it remains for a minute.
Okay. The purplish energies roar up once more as you position it to your side, looking directly at the Black Knight. You swing your mighty sword down. Go ahead and take an attack for me, please.
That is 26.
The blade seems to cut deep into the armor of the Black Knight. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
All right, that is 12 damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna use my. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We're gonna say something. Oh, I'm gonna use my bonus
say-
action to use my 2-weapon fighting to stab it with my dagger.
Okay. So, yeah, okay, I'll allow it. You quickly pull the dagger out, drawing it from its hilt on your belt. Using your second attack, you slash down at the Black Knight once again, right by the crack that you had just opened up. Go ahead and roll attack for me, please.
That is 26.
Woo!
Your blade seems to find the rivet of the little slash that you just put into his armor. As you try and crest it open just a bit more, it creaks open, exposing just a tiny bit of flesh underneath. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And the Shadow
there
Blade
any-
is psychic damage, just in case you didn't.
Okay, perfect. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Trix?
No.
Okay. With a tiny little smirk, hair kind of over top of your eye, you kind of look up and give a bit of a maniacal smirk towards the Black Knight, knowing that you can, in fact, make this individual bleed. Ollie, you are up. As you watch all of your companions continuing to fight onward, you hear Lucy yell something before running, cowering beside you, apparently. Pavo, Pavo, you're on deck. Ollie, what would you like to do?
I'd like to swing my little golden hammer at the Black Knight.
The golden hammer once again lifts up into the air as it now sees, or you see, the crack in the Black Knight's armor. It comes smashing down directly on the Black Knight. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
16 to hit.
The Black Knight once again just sees the twinkle of the golden light from the hammer out of the corner of his eye, able to just maneuver himself out of the way for but a brief moment as it smashes down on the concrete once again. Is there anything else you'd like to do, my friend?
Yeah, for a bonus action, I'd like to try and bonk him on the head again with the golden hammer.
Okay, see if it makes a squeaky noise this time.
It definitely just made a very soft, squeaky noise and did absolutely no damage because that is 14.
All right, so now facing the hammer directly, the Black Knight sees the maneuvers coming. He's just far too quick for it as it smashes down, unable to hit its target. Pavo. The knight, now partially with his back towards you, it looks back over as you begin to slowly move, or quickly move behind him. What would you like to do, my friend?
I am going to take 2 spears attack at him.
Okay.
18.
As you once again do a little bit of a flourish with the spear, it reminds you of your days back in the monastery with your long plank that you used to practice with, the long piece of bamboo wood, now a steel, violent, and helpful weapon. You slash down towards the Black Knight once more. As you catch him on the shoulder, it creates embers, sparks, like metal on metal as it slices down on the shoulder of the Black Knight. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
So 13 points.
Okay.
I'm going to take my second attack. 15 plus 9, 24.
As you continue with the momentum of your swing of your spear, you whip it around your back for just a second as it spins above your head, creating more and more centrical force. I butchered that entirely, but you swing back down on the Black Knight, no matter what the word is for it. It crests across his back as the blade digs in deeper into its armor. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That would be for 11.
You hear a bit of a grunt as it seems to pierce the armor directly. You see a little tiny bit of blood begin to trickle out the back of the opened wound.
And for my bonus action, I am going to use a key point to get into a defensive stance, so any attacks will be at disadvantage against me.
Okay, fair enough. The Black Knight now turning towards Trix, holding his head for a moment as the psychic resonance seems to spill out. He refocuses himself, lifting the blade high into the air. He crashes down upon you. Not used to the straight one-on-one combat, you put up the blade of your sword, trying to parry the attack, but he pushes through, breaking through your defenses. He catches you on the shoulder, cutting you open wide. You take 10 points of damage, Trix. As you stagger back slightly for a moment, he repositions his axe, looking towards Pavo, and once again swings his blade down. Oh yeah, it's disadvantaged, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. The quickness of your defensive stance enables you to easily see the blow coming. And as he comes down towards you, you furrow your brow as you look up at the Black Knight. You catch his blade with your 2 hands, fighting back against it, pushing it onward back towards him. He staggers back. Alara, the fire ember, or the fire elemental, turns its gaze from you towards Shade as he reaches out and tries to grasp one of Shade's arms. What's your AC? You attempt to block the attack from the elemental, but it grasps onto your wrist. You feel a burning sensation start to overcome your forearm. You take 5 points of damage, and your armor catches on fire.
Oh.
Ooh, uh-oh.
That burns
Stop,
your
drop, and
eye.
roll.
Glaring back at the elemental, what would you like to do, Shade?
Oh god, I want to take it down. I'll try to aim for the medallion or whatever, like the chain he has around his neck.
Okay. As you see the effects of Alara casting the attack upon the collar proper, you catch sight of the gem beating slowly. Focusing your attack, you swing your blade. Go ahead and take an attack roll for me, please.
So 18 to hit.
As you swing wide, almost like that of a baseball bat, it connects with the gem as the gem completely shatters. Suddenly, the elemental's eyes stop glowing the crimson red, turning back to its beautiful orange amber as it reaches up and shatters the collar around it. It looks over towards the Black Knight, screaming out at the Black Knight. "Foul beast, you will hurt no one no more." As it rushes now over towards the Black Knight, wisping through your two friends, now jumping directly on top of the Black Knight. With its two hands, it reaches down and grabs onto the helm of the Black Knight. You watch as the elemental's color starts to change to a blue as it begins to heat up the room entirely all around you, now almost at a brilliant white light. You watch as the helm begins to melt off the top of the Black Knight's head. The elemental calls out once more, "You will burn, for my father has named me the Flame of Child," as the helm now completely melts off from the Black Knight. However, the elemental's glow now turns back to a blue before turning to an orange. He lifts his head as if his attention has been called elsewhere in the Ethereum.
Oh.
He whispers, "Father!" before turning into a wisp and flying through cracks in the air.
Oh boy.
Bye.
Be free. Be free, my friend.
Taking a brief moment of advantage, the Black Knight stands once more. You now see his face, a bald, withered, gray-paled man. A few slices and scars upon his face. Surprisingly, he kind of looks like Elijah Wood.
There it is.
All taken aback by this individual taking a brief moment in the lull in the combat. Through gritted teeth, the knight says a single word.
Uh-oh.
His body begins to expand and grow upward. Now pushing against the ceiling, he continues to grow. The ceiling beginning to bend under his size as a large crack streaks down the center. Small chunks of stone begin to fall all around you, smashing to the floor. Quinn calls out, "The room is going to collapse! Everyone out now!" The Black Knight now pushes through what's left of the ceiling as he bursts through to the other side, still growing. Now, his upper torso completely outside of the room, he pulls himself upward to the floor above. With the room now rumbling all around you, large pieces of the massive ceiling begins to crash down directly on the floor in front of you. Quinn yells back to you all as she continues to fumble with Birdie's chains. "Do not let him escape." What would you guys like to do?
Guys, let's get out of here! Run! Whole ass! Go!
My hammer would like to
We
take
gotta
a
get
shot at his
Birdie out
shins.
though!
Okay. Did you yell that? Okay, Eli will go.
We gotta
over
get
to
Birdie out and
help
then
Birdie.
run!
Quinn's a
I wanna
rogue.
help
She's
Birdie.
got it.
Okay, that's true actually. Where do we go though, guys?
Just out!
She's outside.
All right. I
Outside.
guess I'll just-
Outside!
Yeah, he's big
Not
enough we can
under
see
the
him
rubble.
Yeah, we'll see him.
From, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll run there.
But actually, as we're leaving, after he says grow, I'm gonna say no, shrink, and I'm gonna cast reduce. So he's at least half that size, so we got some more time.
All right, let's see if it works.
I love
Actually,
Constitution save, so it probably won't. See.
Given
Oh, and I
the
gotta do a D20.
immense pressure of the situation, I would like you to roll a spell check for me, please.
Okay, yeah.
Oh
Spell
no.
Oh no. Spell reduce.
Natural 1.
17.
Natural 1. Damn it.
17.
Nice.
All right, you said it's a constitution?
It is a Constitution save.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That was a natural 20. The
So much for that.
you attempt to say shrink, but your voice cracks in the center of it, and you just kind of give up completely on it at that point in time, not to be embarrassed in front of your friends. Turning around to Ollie, you look and say, okay, should we leave?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
let's
believe
go.
we should.
Get
Alright.
out of here.
Is there
Open
a-
it.
Okay,
Yep.
Eli's gonna go back through the door that we came through because that he was taken through because there are stairs going up,
Okay.
right?
So, as
I'll say,
I'm assuming
follow me.
everyone's leaving the room at this point.
We're going up?
Yeah.
Full
Yeah,
dash.
we're going
Up. Why
Yeah.
going up?
So we can hit him, no?
Bring it down.
We're in the cellars
When-
right now.
No, we just
Yeah.
gotta get out, man.
We're in the
We're in the
cellars.
basement.
Out
Yeah,
is
we're in
up.
the dungeon.
I knew that. We just need to get out.
All right, yeah, we all follow Eli.
As you all follow behind your companion, you reach the bottom of the stairs, quickly rushing upwards to the large room you had just entered from, or some of you have. As you crest the top of the stairs back into the large room, the now giant Black Knight looks down upon you, easily standing 25 to 30 feet tall. He raises his fists into the air and smashes down on the floor. I need everyone to make dex saving throws for me, please.
Oh no.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, shoot.
15.
That-
Ooh, map change.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
8 plus 8 is 16.
Ooh.
20.
10.
So got a 16.
6.
Oh man.
9.
All of you who rolled under 13 or under, the shockwaves begin to rattle you as you are knocked prone from the shockwaves
Yeah.
themselves.
No.
Damn.
The giant Black Knight now begins to move towards you, and as he does, you watch as the ground continues to crumble, the hole getting larger and larger on the floor behind him. Suddenly, you see a streak come flying out of the hole. You now watch as Birdie, carrying Quinn, as she flies toward Quinn directly in front of you, dropping you down. She moves up to the second floor. She now holds the bow to which that Quinn was holding just moments ago. Birdie, landing, immediately pulls out an arrow and fires it upon the Black Knight. It seems to hit his armor, but just ricochets off as it flies over to the side. He continues to move forward on you. I don't remember who went last. Whose move was it last?
I think it's Eli's turn.
Well, the Black Knight went and then.
Right, it was the Black Knight
Right,
who was
yeah.
doing stuff beforehand. Absolutely.
Yes.
Eli, as you are now in front of all of your companions, having led them up to the second floor, you now have your shot at the Black Knight. What would you like to do?
Okay. So is he engaged with somebody else or no? Because he was just hit.
He's not
Yeah, I don't
technically
know if-
engaged at this point.
Okay. All right. So then what I'll do instead is I'm going to use my action to use the charge of Shadow Step.
Okay.
And I'm going to move here. Is that possible? It says the nearest shadow. And I don't know at what point in the shadow that would be.
Oh, sorry. Those.
It's darker.
Yeah,
by
but
a
they're
fire,
around
though.
the light.
Yeah, that's a
I know,
really-
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
there is a
so-
fire directly around it, so I'm gonna
So
say
then
that
would the
that's
nearest
not-
shadow be over here?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so I'm gonna use my action to go there. I'm gonna use my bonus action to whip one of my daggers. So that is going to be
Where are you whipping your daggers?
I'm whipping it at the Black Knight.
Get him in the neck.
That's an 18 to hit.
The dagger flies towards the Black Knight. You watch as the blade seems to now almost salivate with a poison. It smashes directly into the back of the Black Knight. Go ahead and roll some damage for me, please.
Sweet. Okay, so that is gonna be 5.9 points of damage? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. 9 points of damage, and I don't think it counts as a sneak attack, right?
No.
Yeah. So just 9 points of damage for now. Plus
Okay.
the 1d6 of poison,
Yes, ma'am.
which is gonna be 5. So a total of 14.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Well, you took your action.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna
bonus
stay
action.
there.
Okay.
Yep.
Disappearing from view once again. Shade, you're a little taken aback by all of this, having just kind of encountered these individuals before, but seemingly they know how to fight. What would you like to do?
So how did you get to the second floor? Or is there a second floor? It's not the second floor.
The
Find out
second
from the
floor
cellar.
balcony, you make an investigation check for me. Or a perception. That's probably a better idea.
Are you sure? Perception check. Perception. That's 13.
Looking around, you don't necessarily see a way up to the second floor. However, you do see a few hallways that seem to be directly behind where the hole was, or at least in line with them. With a little quick
Okay.
thinking, you figure that might be the right way up.
What's the height of the balcony?
About 20 feet at its
Okay.
at its height. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Can we move? Yay, I'll go there and hit it again.
Okay. You run up to this massive Black Knight, barely coming up to his knee. Taking out your two blades, spinning around once more, you go ahead and make your first attack. Go ahead and roll an attack for me, please.
Oh, I would miss, I guess. That's 12.
You swing for the boots, technically, of the Black Knight. And as you hit, you hear a loud ringing sound as there doesn't seem to be any penetration on the boot whatsoever. Is there anything else you'd like to do, my friend?
Second attack is an 18.
Furrowing your brow, clenching your teeth once more, you wind back once again and swing into it. A little chip comes into the side as the giant seems to wobble from the attack for but a brief second. Go ahead and roll damage for me, my friend.
$13.
Okay. The Black Knight looks down upon you, slowly looking over, now very upset to what has just transpired.
I broke his boot.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, my friend?
As my bonus action, I will create a shade of myself on the other side.
Okay. You all watch as suddenly there seems to be a second version of Shade all of a sudden coming out on the opposite side. This one, however, a grayish image like that of a 1920s movie, if you will.
Yeah, see?
Let's give you control of that one. Okay. Lucy, following directly behind Ollie, You now stand and watch as Shade has now moved forward. Eli has disappeared from view. It is your call. What would you like to do, my friend?
Running out of meat shields. I would, as he sort of looks down at Shade, I'm just going to say, and I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at him.
Nice.
At second level.
Okay,
which
what's
is
the
an
range?
intelligence save.
What's the range on that?
The range is 90 feet.
Oh yeah, so you're fine. Intelligence, that is a 19.
Saves. On a fail, on a success save, the target takes half as much. It's 3d6. Okay.
All right. Thrusting your arm outwards, you all watch as an arcane energy seems to whip out from Lucy's hand, wrapping itself around the neck of the Black Knights. He begins to squirm with it as almost like electrical shocks of psychic damage seems to rasp over top of him.
It was 11, so 6? In favor or against? I don't know.
All right. Let's turn those
and
off.
Then I'll use my Quicken spell to also cast Acid Splash on him. And that's a dex save.
Ooh. As the whip continues to strangle around him, you take a moment of an opportunity to whip forth a little bit of arcane acid that spills out from your hands. It splashes directly in the face of the Black Knight. You watch as part of his skin begins to melt and corrode from the acid. Go ahead and roll damage for me, my friend.
Oof. Another 6. Total of 12 for my round.
All right. Alara, you look over beside your friend and give a bit of a nod of approval based on what you've just seen him do. What would you like to do?
That tracks. I will, this person in front of us, is that Quinn or Birdie or both?
Quinn is in front of you.
Oh, Birdie's on the left.
Up on
Sorry,
the left. Yeah.
Missed that. Okay. I will walk up next to Quinn here, and I will say to the Black Knight, I don't know. We know that you once traveled with these two here, and the fact that you can fight people that you once protected and loved, just another reason why you need to die today. And I'll close my eyes and summon my Wheels of Time in my hand again and shoot them both at, I guess, probably his mid-chest, if I can reach that far.
What's the range on it?
60 feet. Or his legs, whatever I can reach, something.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, so the first one is... 21 to hit.
Okay. Second?
Second is also a 21 to hit. Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Thrusting your hands out after giving him a piece of your mind is the best way to put it. You toss both out at the exact same time. In unison, they spin towards him as the gears continue to spin and twirl. They smash into the side or the chest of the knight, continuing to spin. The blade saw effect grinding through his armor. Go ahead and roll damage for both, please.
$34 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Sorry, did you say
Right.
34?
That's correct.
That hurts.
Man, I built you a way too powerful spell. But either way, the spinning blades smash into the chest as they grind off the armor. You watch as it begins to crack and split, almost like it's about to fall. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'll just say, die. You deserve it.
God damn.
Quinn, now
I like this, Alara.
suddenly taking the initiative, and something that you've just said in her mind has made her completely snap. She screams and bellows, pulling 2 daggers out as she rushes towards the Black Knight. She jumps up onto them and slashes down with her first. This is for the Tsar! This is for Morris! And with the 2 daggers, she raises it over her head and stabs down into the chest plate. The chest plate now shattering outward. And this is for me, Radcliffe. He grabs onto Quinn like that of a rag doll and throws her against the wall. The force smashes, creating a divot in the wall, smashing through directly out to the outside courtyard. He turns and begins to rush towards her. Shade, you get 2 opportunity attacks as both you and your companion, or your copy, are right beside him as he runs past you.
Where are they moving?
That's the 19 on the first.
Outside.
That's a hit.
And that's it. Oh, that's 219 actually. That's all together. Oh, should I change it? That's 20 damage.
Okay. As he rushes past you, flying outside. Whoops, that's the wrong way to do that. He jumps through the hole, and as he continues to pursue Quinn at this point, Birdie immediately takes flight and flies through the hole. I'm assuming you will all follow at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll lag behind because I'm still prone.
All right.
Ooh, new map. 3 maps, 1 combat. Wow.
Holy
Ooh,
Okay.
Ollie, you pick yourself back up off of the ground and rush out behind your friends. You all see Quinn now on the ground, bleeding profusely from her mouth, having taken a giant's fist, essentially, to her chest. He continues to stalk her as he moves forward, his back and head both now completely exposed to the daylight. Birdie perches down and looks to you all. We have to finish this now. With that said, it is now Trix's turn. Trix, what would you like to do?
You're muted.
Did we determine that trying to move someone is just a movement? Or
Trying to move someone?
yeah, if I want to help Quinn get out of the way, is that going to be a movement?
I think she's really
Or is
far
it-
away from you right now.
Yeah.
She's like all the way over here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, she's about 60 feet away from you right now.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna yell to the Black Knight. Your time is over, and I'm gonna pull out my fucking grenade. I'm not throw it yet.
Let's go!
Not gonna throw it yet because I'm gonna wait until everyone is out of the way.
Okay, so you're holding your action until
I'm
there's more
holding my
people out of the
action.
way. Very
I'm
good.
signaling to my team.
Very good. Very good.
All right.
Ollie, you watch as Trix begins to pull her hand backward. She sticks her tongue out to the side as she closes one eye. trying to gauge a little bit of a target. What would you like to do, my friend?
Does this well have water in it? If that's a well.
Ooh.
It's more of a kind of a lawn statue.
All right.
Burn.
So no fountain.
No, I thought it would be cooler if I used a fountain, but I still have my water skin.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I guess my bonus action would be pouring the water skin into the goblet,
Okay.
the bowl, and
Yep.
then for my action, I'd like to summon, or try to.
Okay. Yeah, I think that automatically works.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about checks or anything.
And of course, because I didn't bother to prepare a water elemental, and it wouldn't even matter because Roll20 decided to delete all of my icons anyway, all of a sudden, a bluish, greenish, frog-like individual appears directly in front of you. It seems to be a watery frog. I don't know.
All right.
Amphibian elemental.
Now, does it take its own initiative, or does it work with your initiative? I think it takes its own.
Roll initiative for the elemental, which has its own turns.
Okay.
It
go ahead
obeys
and
any
roll
verbal
initiative
commands.
for me.
All right. That's 15 initiative.
So that would put it at
Be right after Shade.
right after in between Shade and Eli.
So if I don't issue any commands to the elemental, it just defends itself from hostile creatures, but otherwise takes no actions. So I have to do verbal commands.
Okay. So, with that said, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Ollie?
I mean, we determined I could say like a short sentence without using an action or bonus action.
Yep.
Water elemental attack.
What is this, Pokemon all of a sudden? What the hell just happened? Dear Lord.
Splash attack.
Eli's
Water
practically
frog.
Pikachu with the lightning, and she's so
Yeah.
small.
That's true. That is very true.
All I could think about when that happened.
I need to train it to like what, level 36 so it gets hydro pump.
God.
He knows the levels.
Pavo, you look over your shoulder as this dancing water elemental in the form of a tiny frog seems to pop out in front of Ollie. He bends down and you hear him slightly whisper, "I choose you." Shaking your head, not sure what the hell your robot Warforged friend is doing, you turn towards the Black Knight. What would you like to do, my friend?
And I am aware that Trix is about to throw a grenade, or no?
You see her cocked back and taking aim towards the Black Knight.
And also yelling at the Black Knight.
Alright, so I will then just take flight. I will fly up. Now I'm going to be roughly around... he's about 30 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be level with him, eye level, and just use my bonus action to do Kensei shot with my dart.
Okay.
14
As
plus 8.
he turns and notices you as you fly up to his level, you immediately toss the dart towards him.
So that's 22 to hit.
That absolutely hits. And as it does, you find the perfect moment, the perfect angle, as it flies towards his face, stabbing him directly in the eye. You see a little bit of blood burst out as he lets out a giant scream as he tries to grab onto the dagger now embedded into his eye. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That would be 13 piercing for my dart.
Nice. Very nice.
And I will just stay in my position. I don't want to engage him if she's going to be throwing a grenade.
Okay, fair enough. the Black Knight, you now know as an individual named Radcliffe, turns to all of you. Breathing and panting heavily, you see the cuts and scrapes and gashes within his arms and torso. He looks to you all, breathing heavily. Raising his hand in the air, you watch as a ball of fire appears. He throws it down directly in the center of most of you. I need everyone, pretty much except Pavo, to roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Where is my shade? Does it need to roll?
Oh yeah, your shade. I forgot about him. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Where did I put him? Shade clone.
nice.
Shade clone. Here's shade clone.
Shade clone.
It's like Peter
Where
Pan
art
trying to
thou?
catch his shadow.
I also have to roll for him. Okay.
Does that mean I also have to do a concentration save now?
No.
No.
Oh yay. I didn't know that.
Just because if I lose concentration, the water elemental turns on us.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Don't say that. It'll make
Okay.
you now.
So yes, you have a
Well,
roll
now that you put it that way, I mean, maybe. No, I wouldn't do that to you, my friend.
I don't know if you're waiting, but I rolled a 21.
Oh, I just assumed.
17.
12.
22 and 19.
17.
Okay.
19.
For those of you
Wow.
that rolled above 17,
Oh.
you take 20 points of fire damage as you're just able to evade the fireball.
20 points? I'm unconscious.
Okay.
That's what that feels like?
For those of you that rolled under 17, you take 40 points of fire damage.
Unconscious.
Wait, what if it's a...
No. Doesn't that mean I'm like automatically dead? Because it's like double?
No.
No,
No.
No,
Wait,
no, no.
what's-
This is still
what's
the
a
same
flat-
page.
Real is
Double your
only
max.
unconscious.
What if you rolled 17? This is...
You have to roll over 17.
No, it's seven.
But you said
Sorry,
under-
it's 17 or over. So you take
Oh.
Ollie, you only take 20 points of fire damage.
Oh, 'cause
Okay,
40
so it's
would've
also me. I'm okay too.
Oh, okay. One we can deal with. Not everyone.
Good thing I freaking rolled good on that one.
Yeah, wow.
I'm just a baby.
Thank goodness for wings.
All right.
You can remove the shade. It's gone.
All right, fair enough.
Hi, Shade.
Wait, do I have to roll something for the water elemental?
Yeah,
that
actually, you
you?
would. Now that I think about it. So go
But
ahead
But he's
and roll a
water.
dex
He's so
save.
dexterous.
Yeah, does he have advantage
It's
because
a
he's water?
fireball.
That shit turned to steam.
true.
man.
It's gonna
Even
turn
if
him
it
into
ma-
a
even if it
puff
makes
of
it
smoke.
Flip away.
He just boils him alive.
Yeah, turns into steam.
I'm gonna...
Then he's an air elemental.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to roll
Okay.
for Birdie as well.
Do I assume he just has the same dexterity save as me?
No, it would be an elemental, a water elemental, but we'll say for the sake of just hurrying this along, you can use your own dex.
Okay, he's good. He rolled a 20, so that's 20. I don't even know how many hit points he has.
So what happened when Trix hit the floor and the grenade follows her hand?
Oh shit.
Oh,
No, I didn't pull the thing out
She didn't.
yet.
She did not say.
I
she,
just was
Okay.
like, hey.
absolutely, I'm with Trix on this one.
I don't
Also,
know how D&D grenades work.
Ollie,
What is-
it doesn't
that would've
matter.
been awesome.
Your water elemental would have taken double damage because he's vulnerable to fire. So he takes the brunt of the 40 points. You watch
Okay.
as your little Pokemon friend seems to just kind of turn into steam as he disappears into the air.
brother, my brother. Pokemon movie, anybody?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, who's still
In a minute,
who's still
man.
standing right now?
I'm still standing.
Me.
I'm still standing. That's 2 songs.
Oh, whoa, copyright.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right.
Yeah.
So Quinn.
Whoa, too many
Okay,
songs.
shut
More
up.
than, like,
Shut up.
3
All right.
lines.
Trix is down. Lucy, you're still up.
Yes.
Alara,
Surprisingly
yeah?
so.
Quinn is still
Yes.
up. Or not Quinn. Eli.
I'm up.
Okay, and everybody else is okay. So it's just Trix who's gone down at this point. Oh, and Birdie.
Yeah.
Just tricks.
Oh, Birdie.
And Birdie.
Just that.
Both of
The
cartoon.
Black Knight now heavily heaving, bleeding profusely from the cuts and wounds that he's that has overcome him over this battle. Shade, what would you like to do, my friend?
Did we miss my turn? No?
No, you're supposed to be after Shade. I think
Okay,
You're
okay,
after
okay,
Shade,
sorry.
yeah.
screwed that up last turn.
Hey, we're back. Oh, maybe too
Jump.
close. I don't know. Hey. Thought I hit him again.
All right.
Well, I'll try to.
So, brushing off the fire like it was no big deal, even though your arm is made of wood, it scorches the outside bark a little bit, but it actually gives kind of that, Japanese wood burning look to it. So it's actually pretty cool. So yeah, just saying, you might want to keep it. I don't know. As you
that's,
pull out your blades once more, you swing towards the chest of the Black Knight.
So that's a 27 to hit on the first one, and a 19 on the second one.
Okay. As you pull your swords back, ready to release them, before you roll any damage for me, I need to ask you something.
Uh-oh.
Will you do me the favor and describe to us, tell us the tale of how you vanquished your mightiest foe?
Yes!
Yes! Woo!
Alright.
Is what I would be saying if I wasn't unconscious.
I will go for the kneecap on the front and then slide between his legs and just like stab in the back with the other sword.
All right. Like a true Shadow of the Colossus champion, you stab into the knee of the individual, climbing up onto your sword from there. You quickly spin around, pivoting, using your two swords almost as pickaxes, climbing this flesh mountain in front of you. And as you reach the very top of it, you pull back both of your swords and drive them down into the clavicle of your enemy. You watch and hear as he begins to gurgle as he wavers back and forth before falling down face first directly on the poor garden statue.
Or garden statue.
Oh, God.
I would like to take a moment for the garden statue. No, I'm joking.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'd like to know that now that I know that I can do like Shadow of the Colossus stuff. It's canon, so I'll do it next time.
All right.
It is canon.
As Birdie lays there, Ollie reaches over quickly and his hand glows gold once more, putting it onto Birdie. All of a sudden she breathes once more. He immediately moves over to Trix, doing the exact same. You all now stand, battered and bruised. You make your way over to the side of the giant. You, for a moment, without saying a word to each other, look upon the destruction of the Lionhead Manor. Look of the body that sits before you, an enemy greater than you've ever faced. As the sun begins to set behind the Lionhead Manor, you can hear off in the background cheers coming. You all watch. Without having to say a word, knowing what your feats have done here today. Eli, you begin to feel a little lightheaded at this point. Suffering the wounds that you have, dealing with the stress of everything that's transpired so far. You lean against Ollie as you very innocently pass out.
Good night.
And that, my friends, is where we're going to take a short break for the evening.
Oh, man.
Oh,
So,
man.
with that said, we do take questions on our break. We're only going to take about 5 minutes, just do a quick bio, allow you all to go grab some more of those wonderful bevies you got going on, whether they be coffee, wine, mead, apple juice, whatever you are drinking, or perhaps just for you, Sherry, go get some more popcorn for your self-love. And we will be back
420.
in about... Oh yeah, it's a 420. I've completely forgot about that. And a quick shout out to all of our wacky tabaxians.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Maybe we could roll our new intro again for the people who missed it and then go to break.
Some people missed it in chat.
Yeah.
They were saying they missed it.
tell you what, even better, I'll roll it as soon as we're coming back.
Boom.
Okay.
And that way they know we're coming back at that point in time. Also, I definitely need to use the washroom. So stay tuned, guys. We will be back in just a few moments. Stay tuned, my friends. Hi, and welcome back to Careful Cantrip. Hopefully you got your brews ready. I know I have. Have you? So we did have a couple questions over the course of our little break. First question from our good friend Shanks, the entrepreneurial ogre, with a heart filled with love and a purveyor of fine meats. What exactly is Shade's arm made of?
It's the oldest tree in the bog, which is just south of the kingdom where he grew up. Magic was taken from it to give him his arm, right? Actually, doesn't really know the name, and he doesn't want to go ask the person about it.
But is it like?
Would be on good terms.
Is it a birch? Is it an oak? Is it a deep mahogany grain?
Cherry wood?
Is it cherry wood?
arm.
Radish ones are the
I've never
worst.
been more turned on in my life.
When I was drawing it, I used a willow as reference.
There you go.
Oh.
FYI.
A willow tree?
Just whipping people.
All right.
I mean, just ask
I
the
whip my
David.
arm back and forth. I whip my arm back and forth.
Oh no, no.
Oh my god, and her name's Willow. It's amazing.
I'm gonna lose followers on that one. I know it. Okay, question for everyone except Eli. Actually, there's one for Eli before that. Question for Eli: how does it feel to be an official badass?
As a player, let me tell you, it feels excellent. I am loving it. But I feel like Eli, it's gonna take him some time to come to terms with it. I feel like he doesn't really understand it yet. So it's gonna take some getting used to, and I feel like he'll be a bit thrown for a while because he's used to being the underdog. I don't think he knows how to operate outside of that.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, he does know the what, but the question is, why?
That too. Very disorienting.
Follow-up question from Shanks. Question for everyone else except for Eli. Are you happy for him, envious of him, or both?
I'm happy, like, because now I don't have to be worried that Eli's gonna die in every combat.
Yeah.
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 It's less pressure on the cleric.
Let's hope that's the case.
No promises.
I'll try my best, but the universe, I have nothing to say over that. We do have a few redemptions, it seems, and I will allow it at this point in time for two reasons. One, I think we all need to get out of our seats right now and do a little bit of an acrobatics check, because oh boy, woo! Let me just get into my mountain pose.
Pants.
Oh, downward dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Scorching eagle. Woo!
Scorching
All right.
eagle.
Scorching eagle.
Yeah, I made that one up
Blood
myself.
eagle.
That was
It's
Birdie.
either a yoga move or a sex position. I'm not going to tell what. You guys can decide on your own. And let's just raise our glass to the sky
Oh.
as we toast all of our new friends that have joined us along the way. Whether it be our friends of Legend of Alos, our good friends over at Top Down, Bards of New York, Infamous Bob, Mystic Brobot, just to name a few. And last but not least, AC Delvers. We see you there, my friend, and we welcome you at our table. Cheers to you all.
Oh, epic.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right.
Took that sip a little aggressively, and I got stuff on my
Same.
glasses.
It happens to the best.
Mine went down the wrong throat.
Quite the spectacle.
All right, and that wraps up all of our questions for the evening. So thank you, everyone, and for those who have followed the bits, all of those wonderful things, thank you so much. We appreciate every last one of you. Please, if you're not already, jump into our Discord, join the family, become a tripper like the rest of us, and enjoy our silly faces and voices and typing. I'm just rambling now, so with that said... Why don't we jump back in to tonight's episode? Eli. The next thing you feel is the warm glow of an early morning sun on your face. The sound of birds, of songbirds calling behind the window. As your eyes open, you realize you're in a soft, warm bed. And as you look down, you see all of your companions, chairs pulled up to your bedside, fast asleep with their heads resting on the edge of your bed. Everyone except Shade, that is, who appears to be slinked back in a chair right beside Lucy.
Hungover from the night before.
A nurse notices you as you begin to stir. I'm so glad to see that you're awake. You're quite the popular one. She motions over to all of your companions. They refused to leave your side all night, and some of them were beaten even worse than you were. We even offered them to give them beds, but they wouldn't leave. You have a few other visitors who are expecting you and are waiting for you to awake. I'll go let them know for you.
Okay. Eli is gonna be in pretty much an immediate panic. He's gonna get up probably way too quickly, and try to wake everybody up. What are we doing? We gotta go now.
Oh, it's
So
okay.
start
Is,
shaking people awake.
Oh, I thought we were awake.
No, you guys are sleeping. Shade's the only one awake, I think.
Nope,
Am I right?
everybody's
Did I hear that
asleep at
right?
this point.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I'm
asleep
sleeping.
at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are folded over the bed, so he's
Ollie doesn't sleep.
Even Ollie shut down with his head resting on the bed.
He's shut down after losing his little water guy.
Yeah. He'll
Eli, as
start
you begin
shaking people.
to
Yeah.
as you begin to jostle around, all of your companions start to awake once more.
Guys, what are we doing? We gotta go right now. We can't be lying around. Let's go. And he's gonna try to get up and like get where he's looking for his gear.
Eli,
What's the
Eli,
rush?
it's okay, yeah, just relax. We got him. Everyone's dead. That's bad.
Got who?
Wow.
The Black Knight?
Solis. Yeah.
The Black
Yeah.
Knight is the least of our problems right now. We need to go after Solis. Solis knows about the child. Solis is going to Gray right now. And he's looking for the other champion's weapons. We gotta go. Everybody up. Let's go.
You saw Solis?
Yeah, I saw Solis. Darius was Solis. He transformed in front of my face.
Solis is our
Darius,
uncle?
My friend? My friend, Darius?
No, not your friend Darius. Man, I told you that dude was shady.
Oh,
He was Solis the whole time. He killed Lionhead. He killed Tancred. Or sorry, I think Lionhead killed Tancred. Or the Black Knight killed Tancred. That's what happened.
It's okay, it's been a long
I'm
night.
just gonna put my hand on Eli's shoulder and go, "Oh, Eli."
I'm not
Think
making
maybe
it
you
up.
hit your head a little harder.
I'm not making it up. He'll like fuss and like, take Lucy's hand off him. I'm serious, you guys. We gotta go. We're in trouble.
I believe the Viper. We should go.
What?
Where's Quinn? Where's
Metagaming.
Birdie? We need to talk to them.
It's not
I don't
metagaming, Dave
know.
said we heard it.
Oh, okay. I don't
As,
know,
um,
DM. Where is Birdie and Quinn right now?
I mean, we should have breakfast before anything. And an ale.
As
I'm okay.
Eli continues to panic about, you hear the familiar voice of Birdie coming from behind your friends. Slow down, Eli. You're still badly wounded. We will find a way around all of this, but to go out right now would be a fool's errand. None of you are in the right shape in order to go after Solis right now. We've sent word to Gray. Unfortunately, we did not receive any kind of response, but we do have members of the Hawkins Institute headed out there right now. The best of our people are on their way. We can only pray and hope at this point. I have to say,
we can't
Eli,
just stay here.
I tell you what. You asked me for some information. My scribes have finally put together all of your parents' work. When you're ready, come and see me. I'll be in my office. If you choose to leave right now, that is your choice. But I can almost guarantee you that whatever has transpired so far, there's nothing you can do about that now.
Yeah, Birdie's
Rest.
got a point. Even if we can catch up, I mean, things of God, right?
Eli will kind of like take cues from the people around him. If it doesn't look like they're moving and riled up, he'll just kind of like sit a little resigned.
Birdie, do you have any idea of what might have caused her to raise from the dead, so to speak?
Well, as you all know,
Him.
I believe the branding that we all saw on his chest might lead us to more answers. We are all well aware of the Mortal Champion's sigil. Perhaps Eli has proven himself worthy. And perhaps this is the time of the Mortal Champion's return.
That makes sense to me. Eli's pretty awesome.
Eli will smirk.
He is extremely extremely awesome. And like I said, please come see me in my office when you're ready. She begins to turn, but then turns back. I almost forgot. It seems that you've made quite the gossip in town. Word of your victory has spread wide. A few people have even come forth with offerings and donations for your deeds. They've even given you a name. They're calling you the Wards of Defiance. A bit theatrical for my liking, but it does have a nice ring to it. Now, I must get going. There is much to be done, but I'm glad to see you awake and smiling. Your parents would be very, very proud of you.
Eli will kind of like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He'll just kind of like smile to himself, and then is she turning to walk away? Or was she gonna keep talking?
She's looks to you and beams a very warm smile.
He'll say, Birdie, I'm so sorry about Tancred.
He was the love of my life. But he wouldn't have wanted to go out any other way. Fighting in defiance. Something that you all seem to harbor as well. But there's much, much to be done in this city right now. The merchant barons are dead. Temple Solis is fractured. It is chaos out there. But people are talking. The upper district and the lower district are finally talking, possibly for the first time ever. This could be the change that we're looking for. And if that's what Tancred died for, then I will always honor his memory. If you'll excuse me. She turns to walk away once more.
Guys, we have a group name. We have a group name. It's happening. We're a group now. It's official. We are cool as cucumbers, guys.
I think she said Lords of Defiance.
Wards. Wards.
Words.
Wards of
Wards.
Defiance.
Whoa.
Oh.
How awesome is that?
I'm gonna correct everyone and say that it's Lords.
That's pretty
Everyone
cool
we
too.
come across.
What kind of offerings do you think people gave us? Are there anything you think they have, like sparkly things, like maybe gems or things like that? What do you think?
I'm hoping money personally, but
Guys, I can't even tell you how much that stuff does not matter.
Maybe a
does
new
not
dress
matter.
for Elara.
Oh yeah, how's my dress looking?
Maybe there's a really fancy dress.
hold
they
on,
offer.
let me see.
with
And I'm gonna look and I'll just
elaborate-
I'll
We'll
cast
see.
prestidigitation or whatever to fix your dress.
You just don't want to
Thank
draw it
you.
again.
You're damn right I'm not drawing.
Thank you, Lucy. Does it look as good as new? And I'll spin around, make it sparkle.
Sure does. You know, it looks exactly like it did before the fire.
Great.
I'll say for the time being that the appearance looks fine.
Uh-oh.
What does that mean? Did it sparkle when I spin?
It still
that's all that
sparkles
matters.
when you spin,
Okay.
but you will need someone to mend it for you.
Lucy, do you
That wasn't an illusion. That was mending.
Do you sew things, Lucy?
Mending is mending, my friend. I'm sorry.
It looks better, you know.
It looks fantastic.
Okay.
It
That's
actually
fine for now, I
sparkles a little bit more than what it did before.
Okay.
Eli's gonna look at someone who's not concerned about a dress. So let's say Pavo. He's gonna say, Pavo, Lionhead killed his own son. Did Birdie fill you guys in yet?
No, this is all news to
No.
us.
This whole thing he staged. Lionhead was working with Darius, aka Solis, killed his own son so he could have authoritarian powers over Trelis, then killed all the other barons. And then Darius came in and became Solis. I guess he's like a shapeshifter type thing.
Now's when I'm glad I never had parents.
Jesus, Tricks.
You
I'll
probably
give
had some.
I
The
give
fact that you
Tricks
don't
a
know
high
them
five.
doesn't mean you didn't have
That's
any.
dark.
Well, no one to murder me.
Anyway,
Not all parents
he-
murder.
he did this crazy thing to me where I think I could see myself when I was a kid, and as I was growing up, he saw my whole past and my future.
That
It
sounds
was
like time
nuts.
magic.
Did,
That sounds
did-
like time magic.
Did you see it or did he see
Yeah,
it?
did you see?
I
Yeah.
saw it too. I
You
saw,
saw your
see.
future?
no, not my future. I don't think. I could feel like I kept seeing him looking behind me, so he could see something that I couldn't, and then he was talking about my future.
So you knew you were going to survive.
No, I didn't. I thought maybe he was gonna kill me so that that future wouldn't come to pass.
Do you think he's scared of your future?
I don't know. I think he knows a lot more than any of us can even imagine. I think he's like 3 steps ahead of all of us right now.
And you
How
said
did
he's
you-
heading towards the wizard?
He's heading towards the wizard because he said the avatar has been born.
I think if he did some timey-wimey magic on you and he saw your future and he left one of the blades in you, he probably knew that that's what's supposed to happen.
Maybe, but he tried to take it from me. I had to fight him for it.
The one he threw in you?
No,
Or the
to
one,
get the
sorry,
other
the
one
that was
back.
in you?
To get the other one back.
And hold on, his
Right.
avatar? Is his avatar that big monster thing that we fought in the tower?
No, that's
Not
the Black
his
Knight.
avatar,
That's
the
Radcliffe.
avatar, the
He said,
baby.
yeah, the avatar has been born, which made me think
You don't think he means the baby?
that's exactly what I think he means, because he said a certain wizard, I must go see about it.
Pablo's
I mean,
feathers are starting to fluff up a little bit more because obviously protective Pavo is getting into action here.
Papa Pavo laying it down.
well, you know, Alara's a wizard, and I would imagine there's more than, you know, just 2 wizards. It could be someone else completely.
Totally. But hearing the 2 things together, given that we just came from there and he can see everything I've ever done, I assume, which has made me think. Anyway, I know where he's going.
So this blue creature might be his avatar.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard and what I saw. I was a little wonky. He had just it really hurt.
Do we charge there then? I don't know if we'd be able to do anything about Solis. Would that be a smart move to make?
And also, doesn't that wizard have like a menagerie of animals to help fight him, including dragons? If I'm remembering correctly.
No, I don't think he has dragons. That's why the dragon was taken. He doesn't have dragons, so the baby could be with its kind. That's why she took it.
So then it's possible
true.
that he's not
But other
there.
creatures.
For the
Why
sake
would he not be there?
for the information that you know of, Brazzy was one of the individuals that stayed at the conservatory.
I would.
Thought.
Oh, I thought she flew away.
To her
Yeah.
section.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
it's a
reverse.
gigantic like area. Like,
Mm,
All right.
Okay.
So that's where he's headed to see the wizard.
he's off to see the wizard.
Yeah.
Man, he had wonderful powers.
Well, I
wonderful
hope he's
wizard?
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I hope the baby's okay.
Well, I personally never fought a god. Anybody here? Anybody ever? Show of hands. Fight a
Can't
god?
say that I have.
No, gonna have to go with no on that one.
And I'm not too keen on trying personally either. Show of hands. Who's with me? No,
Well,
Oh,
maybe
that reminds
eventually-
me.
just me.
There's another champion's weapon on top of the Hawkins Institute.
There is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where they're keeping it.
Yeah, we
We should take that.
And we did
probably chat with
procure
Birdie.
this off of the Black Knight, and I'll hold up the axe that I looted off the corpse.
Nice.
Nice.
Way to go, Ollie.
Good job,
Thank
Ollie.
you.
Is that
I
the
mean-
axe from the temple that broke down?
Mm-hmm. I'm so
Uh,
glad we didn't finish that puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. Specifically
There was-
a puzzle and not a riddle at all. Is what
there was a
that
puzzle.
I got your back, Lucy.
So Eli,
Please
are
be
you
careful.
well enough to go see Birdie now?
I'm sensing like a rock slide or like a
I know.
meteorite or
One might even say an unsolvable puzzle.
Oh
But I
no!
Stepping away from Lucy right now.
a bolt of lightning
Yeah.
from the heavens. Sorry, Pavo, what was that?
Are you well enough to go see Birdie now?
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, Pavo can
I
carry you
have
if
to
you
be
need.
well enough.
Can we
Universe, how
assume-
much hit points do I have?
Did we take a long rest?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, you still feel very sore from the day before. You did all benefit from a long night's rest.
Nice. That's good.
Got all my spell slots back.
Okay. Hey,
Who's that lady with you guys?
Which lady?
What lady? Oh,
Oh, Quinn?
Quinn or Lady. What was her name?
That was
Nico.
Birdie's assistant.
Well, you
Nico.
remember everything.
Lady
Nico.
Nico.
Lady Nico? That was Lady Nico?
In disguise.
Yeah, in disguise. Well, her real persona is Quinn, but Lady Nico is her disguise.
She's the
Oh.
leader of the Defiant Grain.
Might be
Okay.
Never to give any of you a secret. We still don't know this guy, and I point over to Shade.
Yeah. Shade, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm hungry. I want breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, Shade's
He's
looking
a
a
shot.
It seems like.
old Shady there's looking a bit slim.
Well, he's earned his
Wow.
keep to stay. He held his own during that battle and helped us out, so.
That was pretty epic.
So can we go have breakfast now? And keep
Inside.
talking if you want.
I'd say he's earned
Yeah.
it.
Let's go eat.
Can I,
Yeah.
Eli, can I just talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
And I'll just stand there and look at everybody and say, alone.
Circle of trust.
It's okay, we were leaving anyway.
I just say, yeah, guys.
All
and I
right.
look at
He'll
everyone
look.
else.
He'll look like
No.
kind of taken aback, and then he'll just like settle.
All of you begin to leave the room. Eli, you now realize, based on what you've looked around, you were in the Hawkins Institute infirmary. The rest of your companions leave towards the mess hall in order to get themselves a little bit of a morning brunch. As Alara still standing by your bedside. Alara, what would you like to say?
I'm sorry if I just felt you were kind of annoyed with me there a little bit, because I was super happy and talking about my sparkly dress and a bunch of sparkly things. And I'm just really happy that you're alive, and I just really like to live in the moment. So I was just taking in the moment that we were all together and everyone survived. And well, today everyone survived, and I think those are moments to celebrate in. So I just wanted you to know all these things you're saying are really important. I'm there, but I also want to take in the fact that you're alive.
Eli will kind of like smirk, and then he'll be like, I'm sorry, Laura. I'm sorry if I was short. The last thing that I remember was fighting the Black Knight, and then I'm here. So I'm still feeling like we gotta make moves because bad things are gonna happen. So I'm sorry if I was rude.
No, I get it. Bad things are always gonna happen though. So we gotta take in the good moments.
And he'll
Which
nod
sort of,
like that makes sense.
Which sort of, I need to tell you something. So since Alcor died, I have something that I need basically what I'm trying to say, Eli, is if I die, I need you to take a necklace off of me, and I need you to keep it safe.
He'll kind of look at her wanting to ask more questions, but obviously she doesn't want to volunteer any information. So he'll kind of just nod and say, okay, I'm not going to let anything happen to you, but if something does, I'll make sure that I do that for you.
Okay. Yeah, it could, when we were searched, I realized, I know this is weird telling you this, but Alcor was supposed to be the one to take it in case if I died. But he's not here anymore, so I need to find someone else to do that. And if it falls into the wrong hands, it could be really, really bad. So, and I'll take out my necklace and I'll show her this is the one, and it's on a silver chain, and it's sort of slightly glowing blue, and it's got sands in it that look like they're running out.
He'll take a look at it, and then I'll say, what do I do with it after I get it? Just keep it safe?
Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. My mentor gave it to me before he disappeared. And all I know is that they're sort of passed down between like Time Wizard or Chronologist wizards. And you see how it's sort of draining. You see the sands that are falling down. When you put it on, you attune to it, and basically it counts down to potentially the end of your life or a big moment, basically when you're complete or done. And so this is mine, and this is why in those moments I act the way I do, because I know all the time that my time is short. It's supposed to be a reminder for chronologist wizards who study time, who see the depth and how vast it can be, going forward and backwards, how small of a droplet we get of that. It's very powerful. I'm not even sure of its full powers. I don't know if it would work on anyone else, but it just can't fall into anyone else's hands.
So say I'm anticipating that it could fall into somebody else's hands. Is it better for me to destroy it?
I don't know. I don't know what happens if you destroy it.
Okay.
I know it's linked to me right now. I don't know what that would I don't know what that would mean.
Okay, he'll kind of nod, and then he'll like look at it to see, and he'll just say, "Is this really how much time you have left?"
Yeah, it might not mean death. It could also mean that my purpose is being fulfilled, and that's what happened to my mentor before he disappeared. His ran out, and then he gave it to me because it stopped. So, and then he disappeared. So, but yeah, this is my time that you're looking at.
Well, let's hope it means the fulfillment rather than anything else. Then he'll let go
we all
of it.
die. We all die one day. It's part of the circle of life.
Well, not today.
Not today, and I'll give Eli a big hug. Oh,
I'll
and
give her a hug
also,
back.
please don't tell anyone because I don't know who else I can trust with this information.
You got it.
Thanks,
And
Eli.
he'll like a handshake.
I'm really glad you're alive.
Me too.
Okay, let's go join the others.
Let's do it. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Eli, as you hop out of bed, still pretty sore from the night before, you and Alara make your way towards the mess hall. Entering, you find your friends relatively easy as you walk towards their table. A plethora of grains, eggs, bacon, steaks. A huge mound, a feast meant for heroes awaits you. As you walk in, you do notice quite a few people staring at you as you walk in. Sitting down with your friends and joining them, grabbing a plate and a mug of your choosing. You begin to enjoy your breakfast with your companions. An individual walks up to the table and asks, "Excuse me, are you the warriors who battled last night?"
Hells yeah, we are.
We are warriors that battled last night. Yes.
A curtsy.
While you're sitting down, that's...
Oh, I'll stand up to curtsy.
I need a performance check for that. Okay,
I will
that's fine.
stand up to curtsy.
I'll pull out a card, a playing card, and I'll sign it, and I'll slide it over to him.
He picks it up in shock and awe, looking back at you all. He yells out to his companions, It's them! It's them! It's the Wards of Defiance! They're here!"
It's Lords of Defiance.
Oh my God, Lucy.
How many times am I gonna have to tell people?
I thought it was warts.
Immediately, the entire room begins to roar in cheers and bellows at your triumphs. The man looks at you. "Thank you for everything. You have no idea how much you've changed here. You truly are heroes."
Simply saving a friend.
But it
Humble.
was pretty great, right? I mean,
I'm just eating.
Yeah.
Just
So
eating.
hungry.
So uncomfortable. Just eating.
As you all continue to eat, Trying to ignore, you still hear whispers across the room of the great deeds of the Wards of Defiance.
Confused, I'm just filling up my water skin. Because
It takes but an hour for you guys to finish your meal proper. You raise from the table, feeling quite better about yourselves. You're starting to believe in the heroes that you've become. Leaving the mess hall, what would you like to do?
Go see Birdie.
Birdie's office.
Yep. Birdie's
Sure, my
office for
stuff.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way up to the second floor of the Hawkins Institute, walking down the corridor that you are very familiar with at this point. You make it to Birdie's door that seems to be completely wide open. She sits behind her desk, busy in some kind of work.
I'll approach.
Eli?
Yeah, I'll approach.
It's your friend, dude.
Yeah.
As you walk in the door once more, Birdie looks up towards you. Ah, out of bed so soon. You
No
must be
time to
feeling
waste.
a bit better. Rightly
Feeling
so.
great. I got a full belly.
As the rest of you enter into the room, she asks the last person, Trix, to close the door.
Right. Close the door, no problem.
As the latch catches, she looks towards you all and focuses directly on Eli. We've found some information that I believe is important to you. We've discovered that your parents, before they went off anywhere, headed to Boku in search of a man named Maxon Dallier. Immediately, Lucy, you recognize the name.
Yeah.
For he was once your tutor and a very, very close friend of your mother's.
Oh, we don't know he recognizes the name?
I'm yeah, I know that guy. I'll voice that.
Eli will snap to him immediately and be like, who was he?
He was a tutor of mine. Was good friends with my mother, and I'm sorry. What exactly are we expected to do with him? What? We're not going back to Boku, right? I mean, we don't need to go to Boku.
I'm going to Boku, with or without you.
He's
Okay,
going.
Lucy.
He's going to Boku.
Well,
Oh, I'm not.
you don't have to stay, Lucy. We're gonna go support Eli, and then you can come with us.
You think for a second that this one over here, and I point over to Shade and kind of cringe a little bit, isn't going to make sure that I see certain parental units while I'm home?
No.
Dude, you
Why
have to
should-
go see your mom. You don't have to stay. Just go and see her.
I'll see Mom, but
Hey, your family business. I don't care.
I'm not talking to Dad.
So who is this dude? He was your tutor? What do you think they wanted with him, Birdie?
Your guess is as good as mine, but I would estimate that it has something to do with the Golden City. Lucy, your mind reels back into your memories. Every moment spent with Maxon was a very positive one. He taught you all he knew. He was the closest thing to a father figure that you can think of, aside from the senator.
He's
So
gonna die. Oh well.
Is he a good guy, Lucy?
It would be nice to see Maxon again. Yeah, he was a great guy. Great dude. I get a little teary-eyed, but then I like kind of shake it off.
Oh, Lucy.
Shut up.
Give him like a pat on the shoulder. Don't want to get too strong there with a hug.
Shove her hand off.
Okay.
So does he like live with your family? I mean, what are the odds that we can go back to Boku and talk to this guy without you putting you in a situation that you don't want to be in?
I mean, does he live with our family? I'll tell you that right now. I mean, sure does.
He does.
Yes.
He does live. He does live within the Vander Palace.
Vander
The
Palace.
Vander Palace?
Palace?
Come on, man.
Lucy, are you a prince?
I didn't say anything about a palace. That was the wind, first of all.
Damn it.
I think the house is big enough that we could probably see him without running into Dada, which is what I call my father.
All right, and what do we want to do about Shadow over here?
Well, I
Shadow.
figure the sooner
Shadow's
he
here.
gets paid, the sooner maybe he's out of our hair.
Shane
But
was
him-
really helpful in battle, though. He helped me with that crazy fire elemental thing.
Yeah, maybe
Because
you
it
could
was
hire
gonna
him.
kill Lucy.
I don't know. It was attacking me.
Just broke a rubber band in my mouth.
No comment, Shane? Really?
Nope.
Really?
That was an
Okay.
accurate description of what happened.
See? Shane, how much
Well-
are they paying you?
There's a question.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Did they not tell you?
Shade, probably best that you don't, you should keep that on the.
Nah.
Let's not get into that.
I mean,
gosh.
you don't seem to know much about Lucy's family.
No,
I know
tell
he's a
us.
rich boy.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
I'll shoot Eli a dirty look for that one.
it's an understatement.
It's an understatement.
Shade,
What does that mean?
Shade. If you want me to go to
Wow.
Boku, you stop
It's
talking.
beyond
Right
I stop talking for now.
Yes, we do have. I do have additional information for you. Whatever your group dynamic is at this point, I'm not very sure of, but
now. I'm the leader.
I would.
Oh, God.
I think this is best kept in your hands. She gestures over to something underneath a large cloth or tarp. Standing up, she walks over to it. You now see one of her wings in a bit of a sling after the battle she had just faced. With her other wing, she pulls down the curtain. And you see these two beautiful silver wings that seem to spread out.
Was that directed
These-
at me?
These
Or-
are the Raven Shields. They are two but one at the same time. If you put them together, opposite ends, it creates a mighty shield. They are a mortal champion's weapons. And I think it best to be in your hands now. As you go over and inspect these ravens' wings, you notice that the insides are hollow, seemingly able to fit over top of a set of wings large enough to fit them.
Bravo, buddy. These have got your name on it.
Okay.
Let's see how they look. Put them on.
Put 'em on! Fashion
Yeah.
show! Fashion show!
Yes, Pavo, turn around, do a circle.
Well, will you assist me on putting them on?
I don't know if I can reach that high, but maybe somebody else.
I'll reach, I'll put them on.
Yeah, I could put the other one on the other side.
I'll turn my back, put my wings out so they can slide them on.
They take a few minutes to put on, but as soon as they are over top of your wings, they begin to melt almost like liquid, being able to move around with your wings, becoming almost a second skin to you. You flex your wings out, and as you do, 3 daggers fly off into the wall on the other side.
Hope I didn't hit anybody.
Oh, shit. Easy, Pablo.
Looking good, looking good.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad. Sorry
Pablo.
about that. Gotta get used to that.
That's crazy.
So is it a twitch that does that, or I flap my wings one more time to see what happens?
You flap your wings once more, and as you do, nothing happens.
Okay.
You gotta reload it.
Do
Apparently.
you think
I,
this is the
Yeah.
best place to test them out like that?
I don't know.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind to keep the damage down to a minimum.
I apologize.
Now, I do have an important piece of information, but I've been sworn to an oath not to reveal this. Given the circumstances, I think it's important that you all know this information. You must promise me not to divulge this information to anyone else.
I'll pinky promise you.
I don't know what that is,
Secret
For
but
this.
On my honor,
Shade.
I will keep your secret.
Shade? Can we trust him?
Yeah, we can trust Shade. He fought with us. He helped save you.
He's employed by Lucy's parents. We can trust him? We want him here for this? We're cool with this?
I'm not sure if we can trust him, but my bet is that he doesn't care enough that we have to worry about it.
Shade, plug your
He
ears.
is a soldier of fortune after all.
No.
Sure, deal man. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Well,
he's alright.
I will entrust you with this information. What you do with it is completely up to you. I was told once before the location of another mortal champion's weapon. The tomb was buried deep below a mountain range. The champion's followers saw this as a holy site and built a temple on the mountain peaks above it. The temple still resides there today as the monastery of the Eternal Sun.
Isn't that your temple,
I
Pavo?
look at Pavo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Shade allowed to go there?
I'm thinking during my time flying around so it's below my temple.
Far below the mountain surface, there is a tomb there. The Eternal Sun Brotherhood
Mhm.
has kept it there all this time, guarded, protected, with only its masters knowing of its location. They give off the perception that they're there to just guard the mountain range, but this is false. Their real purpose is to guard the weapon.
Oh.
That's news to me.
Pavo, doesn't this mean like everything they told you was a lie?
Not
Eli?
necessarily. We are protecting the past, which in hindsight is also protecting whatever else they took.
Yeah, but like, why wouldn't they tell you?
I am
Doesn't
not a
have that
master.
clearance.
Mm.
In
Not a
fact, I
master.
still haven't actually been
Still in
officially.
training.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm still not officially part of the Brotherhood. This was my journey out as a test, and needed to find my way back to my monastery to pass the trials.
Well, there you go.
Now
I
you're
think if
going
they
back with
see-
shiny wings.
And you have a Immortal Champion spear. You
Yeah.
have 2 Immortal Champion weapons equipped. I think they might say you passed the test.
Yeah, seriously.
I think you passed the test.
Yeah.
Mere equipment does not mean one passes the test.
I think, Pavo,
It
your
is more about your
personality.
internal. It's more about who you are and how you view life and what you're willing to do and your honor.
Well, you just helped save Eli. I think that's pretty honorable.
Yeah.
You
That is
had
not
no
for me to
reason
judge.
to.
That is for my mentors to judge.
Okay.
You know, you need to learn to take a compliment, Pavo.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Lastly,
you're welcome.
I was speaking to an individual I believe some of you are aware of, Mystic, from the Golden Anvil's Guild Hall. It seems he might know more of the situation that you were all speaking of just recently. He was once brought to Qatar as a minor of the Presage family. Apparently, he recalls stories of the miners experiencing strange gravitational occurrences out at the South Presage outpost. Perhaps this has something to do with your reversed waterfall.
What?
My parents, they said it rained upwards, yep. Where was that? The southernmost Presage outpost?
Yes, the South Presage outpost.
That's also where Alcor was having dreams about visions.
Where? In just the south or the specific outpost? He knew
The,
what it
the
was, where it
waterfall.
was? Right, okay.
I know this is a lot of information for you to take in, and being individuals not native to Qatar, I had one of my greatest map makers make you this,
Uh-oh.
and I will direct my players' attention back to Roll20 for a minute.
Where's my roll 20?
As you now have access to the map of Qatar,
Woo!
which we will be sharing on Instagram,
Dang.
socials, blah, 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 and be able to show it to you on stream next time.
Oh, they can't see it. Well,
Hold on. I
amazing.
think I can make this work. Let's see
Okay.
what this looks like.
As we log off.
They can kind of see it. Not really.
Oh, yeah.
It's really
That's
bad.
good enough for now.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Amazing.
So
dragon.
nice. Love it.
Hey, Birdie,
Yes.
you heard when Solis instructed the Black Knight to meet him somewhere. That started with a T. Trust or something? Where's that
Yes,
on the map?
I do recollect that. He informed his minions to join him to the eastern side. An outpost I'm not aware of, and I do remember the name Tusk.
There we go. That's where he's headed. after the wizard. Or so he said.
That's where who's headed?
Solis.
Okay.
Do you think Gray will be okay, Birdie?
Gray is a very capable individual. I wouldn't put it past him. Whether he faces it head on or finds a way to maneuver. His conservation is a paradise protected. You would need extreme arcane power to break that. Not to mention that he has a platoon of dragons to fight alongside him. I don't think anyone could take out his defenses or retrieve anything from his conservation without his permission.
Is
Maybe
there
he
any
was talking
way
about a different wizard.
of informing him? If not, if you already have informed him of the oncoming threat?
Well, like I had mentioned earlier, we have sent word, and we have sent some of our best soldiers out there. We haven't received word back, but we are hoping for the best.
That does kind of make me feel a little bit better about the protection of the baby.
If that's even what Solis was talking about, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Well, I'm only going by the information you gave me.
That's what I heard.
Oh, I almost forgot. There is one last thing that I have to give you.
Oh.
And she motions you over towards a side table close to one of the couches within her office. You see a very large sack. And as she opens the edge of it, just a bit, you see a massive mound of gold within there.
I'll hold Lucy back.
Hey.
This has been donated by some of our wonderful civilians within Trelis. We haven't counted it all per se, but given our best estimates, I would say there's most likely roughly 7,000 gold pieces in there.
Wow.
Wow, that's easier to divide.
What a wonderful coincidence for you all, my friends.
Yes. Oh boy.
It's almost as if the universe
gold.
doesn't like to do math.
Robot going, it's easy.
Oh, man.
That is
All
very
right.
generous.
That's incredibly
Lucy,
generous.
Have you ever had this much gold?
Something
Never.
tells me,
Never?
I laugh.
Never. Never in my life.
I have never seen this much.
I've never had
Same.
this much. This is crazy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
As
All right.
you all stare over top of the gold, the door suddenly burst open. Ah, my friends. I've heard word that you've regained your senses, redeemed your strength, and I have a present for you all.
Oh wow.
Barbicus walks
Right.
into the room with a large cask hold over his shoulder.
Yes.
You ask for the remembrance ale. I bring you
Yes.
the remembrance ale. As he plops it down on the floor with it in front of you. That's the best brew you can get in all of Qatar. I promise you that.
I
don't
bump
know.
Bobicus's fist.
I'm a little hesitant to
In
want to take
silence,
another drink
just like-
after my first experience.
Without even
Thank you,
looking,
Bobicus.
Bobicus just gives you a little side tap. Totally feeling you, bud. Totally feeling you.
Oh,
So,
that's great.
If you ever are looking for a good drink, you come find me. I'll be in the upper districts this time.
Ah, nice.
Round up.
Congratulations.
I'm sure my
This is
tribe
where-
would be proud.
This is where we all grab a drink and cheers, right?
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
need cups or
I
what?
was gonna say, I think he
it
means
is.
later. Didn't he say go
I
see
mean-
He brought us
Upper
the whole
District?
cask. I
It's
mean,
true.
Well,
Man, you got the keg,
my
man.
friend-
Such a tease, Bobicus.
You're very lucky, let me tell you. And he reaches into his robe, producing a large water skin.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
I might
Cask
have
and you
brought
shall
a little
receive.
extra for you. As he pops the cork open, he takes a big swig and passes it around.
I'll take a swig.
Right,
Take a swig.
definitely.
Yeah.
I
I'll
will
take a
not.
swig.
I will not right away.
I'm going
Well-
for it.
If I can, you can, Eli.
Okay, fine, Pavo. If you're saying it's good, it's good.
We did have a hydration check, so, you know, we gotta do what Chad tells us to do, right? Cheers to
Come
you
on,
all.
Viper Eli, I think you can handle a beer.
Eli the Viper.
Sorry, me and Pablo had an out-of-game conversation about how Bobicus might be sus. That's why
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
but I guess we're good.
We're all poisoned now.
Well, in game,
And everybody dies.
Yeah.
in the game, Bobicus walks over to you all, pats a few of you on the back. You've done it, my friends. You did exactly what the city needed. And we're all very proud of you. You truly are the heroes of the day. The Wards of Defiance are a good name for you.
It's actually
I'd
Lord's.
stake my life around it. I'd be careful, Lucy, if you mess up the name. You never know. The fates might drop some rocks on you.
Subtle hint.
Mhm.
But, my friends, take the cask on your journey. You might need it sometime. And if you ever need a refill, anytime, you bring it back to Bobicus. I'll fill you up real good. And that's a promise.
Thanks, Bobicus.
Thanks, Bob.
So do we drink it, or do we just?
I did.
I think it was just
I drank
alcohol.
it.
So are we gonna all start next week on like a trip or something?
I thought it was just regular alcohol, no?
No, I don't think so. It makes you like remember things and stuff.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's a little trippy.
Oh,
Yeah.
This was the
As you-
diluted version.
As you all take a swig, it doesn't seem to be enough to get
Okay.
you plastered in any way,
Got
shape,
it.
or form. But you all begin to remember,
Oh, okay.
in a very positive manner, your time on Survivor Island, the exploits and adventures that you had spent in Trelis, the wonderful companion, Alcor. Warm feelings wave over top of you as you all cheers to everything you've experienced up to this point. However, there do reside questions in the back of your minds.
Mm-hmm.
What is the connection between Eli's parents and this man in Boku? What mysteries lie in the Presage mines? And while you hold 3 champions' weapons and know of the location of another, Solis still holds 6 with another 2 yet to be discovered. And surely it's only a matter of time before he strikes again. And with all these questions, you let the stresses of them fade away, knowing that one day they will be answered. And those answers, my friends, are stories for another evening.
Oh, boo.
I was waiting for him to drop that part.
I know.
It's always like, just when you want him to keep talking, he's like, and we're done.
That's the bad anticipation part.
So, congratulations, my friends. I'm going to do something a little unorthodox, a little outside my character.
Ooh, we're gonna level up like 3 times.
Yeah, right.
Level down.
Leveled up. We just leveled up.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not going to level you up 3 times. But I will level you up once.
Wow.
Whoa.
Welcome, my friends, to level 6.
Holy.
Get all
Wow. After we
Thank
do all the
you.
slides. What the
He
hell?
never does this.
Thank you, Daddy.
Tonight
Wow.
it was well deserved
Thank you.
to all of you for defeating your greatest trial yet. Other than the riddle. But I'm saving that for like the final boss. It's not even going to be a fight. It's just going to be a riddle.
It's not even gonna be a riddle.
What is your
So
quest?
God help me, Lucy. Keep tempting fate like that.
Away from Lucy. At all time.
To all of you who have stuck around to the very end with us, I thank you for joining us. Hopefully you've enjoyed everything you've seen here tonight. And you continue on with us into the next arc of Careful Cantrip. But until that time comes, my friends, I beg of you one word of caution. To all the adventurers out there, to all the heroes that protect the lands, to all the legends that rage onward. Be careful out there. You can trip. We will see you all next Tuesday. And until then,
Bye.
Bye, love you.
all right, we screwed it all up in the first place. We'll see y'all next week. We love your faces. Follow, sub, do all the things. Check us out on YouTube if you've missed any of our previous episodes. Blah 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 blah. Careful, you can trip. We love you. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.